Before our Bible story, I'd like to read you a book called Strictly No Elephants. The trouble with having a tiny elephant for a pet is that you never quite fit in. No one else has an elephant. Every day I take my elephant for a walk. His is a very thoughtful sort of walk. He doesn't like the cracks in the sidewalk much. I always go back and help him over. That's what friends do, lift each other over the cracks. Today I'm walking my tiny elephant to number 17. It's Pet Club Day and everyone will be there. Come on, that's a good boy. I coax him the last few feet. It'll be fine. When I look up, there's a sign on the door. Strictly no elephants. My tiny elephant leads me back to the sidewalk, never minding the cracks. That's what friends do. Brave, scary things for you. Did you try to go to the pet club meeting too? The girl asks. Yes, I say, but they don't allow elephants. The sign didn't mention skunks, the girl says, but they don't want us to play with them either. They don't know any better, I tell her. He doesn't stink, the girl adds. No, he doesn't, I agree. What if we start our own club? Come along, I say, making certain that my tiny elephant follows me. Because that's what friends do, never leave anyone behind. So here comes lots of interesting pets. A hedgehog, the skunk, a penguin, a bat, an armadillo, and a narwhal. We can play here, one of our new friends says. All of us. So we paint our own sign. All are welcome. My tiny elephant will give you directions if you need them. Because that's what friends do. Do you see right here in the doorway? This is the girl who told them they couldn't come in to her pet club. She's looking in. So I wonder what they're gonna do. If they'll invite her in. Wonder how she feels about seeing all those kids and their pets being nice to each other. Hello everyone. I want to share a story with you today about Jesus spending time with someone who was very unpopular in his community. So this story is about a man named Zacchaeus. He was a tax collector, and that meant that his job was to go around to people and collect taxes and give them back to the Roman government. And you're welcome to ask your parents all about taxes and what sorts of things they pay for. But it's generally not a great feeling to pay your taxes, but they are really helpful for our community. But the thing is that Zacchaeus and some other tax collectors were cheating people, and they were taking more money than was necessary, and they're putting the extra in their own pockets and keeping it for themselves and getting really rich by cheating other people. So you can imagine that people in his community in Jericho didn't like him at all. So one day Jesus was traveling around and he was passing through Jericho where Zacchaeus lived. And Zacchaeus seemed really curious about seeing Jesus. And the crowds had gathered, very large crowds were following Jesus wherever he went because they wanted to see this teacher and this healer and someone who was showing a new way to love. So large crowds had gathered, and Zacchaeus wasn't very tall, so he decided to climb up in a tree so that he could get a better look at Jesus. And I have to wonder what Zacchaeus was hoping would happen when he saw Jesus. Did he just want to look? Was he just curious? Was he hoping something might happen? I don't know. I wonder what you think. So as Jesus was passing through the crowd, he looked up and he saw Zacchaeus in the tree. And I'm not sure how he knew his name, but he called him by name. He said, "Zacchaeus, come down from there. I'm coming to your house today." And out of all the people in that community and in that crowd who could have given Jesus a place to stay for the night and dinner, why did he choose Zacchaeus, someone who was not liked in his community and in his neighborhood? But Jesus chose him, and so he came down, and Jesus spent time with him, and that made the people in that town really angry when they saw that Jesus had picked him. They were complaining and grumbling, like, "Are you kidding me? Why is he going to stay with this guy? We don't like him. He makes our lives hard." But for whatever reason, Jesus chose to stay with Zacchaeus. And we don't really know a lot about what Jesus said to him, but we do know that after spending some time together, it seemed like Zacchaeus wanted to make some changes, and he decided to give away half of everything he owned, half of his possessions. Maybe he was rich, so maybe he had a lot of clothes or animals and jewels, I'm not sure. But he decided he would give away half, and he was going to pay back the money he stole from people. But not just pay it back evenly, he was going to pay back 4 times what he stole. So if he stole $1 from someone, he's going to pay them back $4. So it seems that he had some sort of change occur in him after spending time with Jesus, and after being welcomed by someone, when his whole community didn't seem to like him, but someone came along, saw him, and called him out by name and said, "I'm going to spend time with you." So as we think about this story, I wonder what the people in the community in Jericho thought when Jesus chose to go stay with Zacchaeus. And I wonder what they talked about. It seemed to have an impact on Zacchaeus. And I wonder if things that you've done have ever hurt people. Sometimes we hurt people with our words and with our actions. So I wonder what you might be able to do to try and make that right when you hurt someone, because we all do it. We don't always mean to, but we do sometimes hurt people. So spend some time wondering about that and thinking about this story. And the craft that you have that goes along with this is the coin purse that you can make out of felt, and you can put whatever you'd like in it. You can put coins and money, or little special objects that you have, Legos or shells, whatever special things you want to keep in there. Or maybe it could be a reminder of you to share from what you have. So I hope you enjoy making that and enjoy wondering about the story of Jesus welcoming us and loving us no matter what.